We,
No,
oh,
I know
mine.
mine. Hey, we're live. We're talking about our necks and like, do they look wrinkly? We hope not. It's good to see everyone. It's Positive Impact Magazine, and we're back. Love and I are back for some quick mind-body readings. If you'd like to get some advice and guidance about common ailments and problems, you know, people have problems with their knees or their lower back, or they can't get rid of 15 pounds. Feel free to ask those questions here, and we'd be happy to fill you in on what those mind-body messages are actually telling you. The other thing is I wanted to just review, let you all know that we are going to be interviewing a lot of really cool people in the future. I can hardly wait. Outside of the general fitness and wellness I thought I'd reach into other areas. So we all know that unless all of our chakras are balanced and they're clear and they're strong, we probably won't be living the life that we really want to live or know that God has set up for us, right? Love?
Yes.
So
we have the power within.
We have the power within. That's right. So one of the interviews that I have set up coming up in the future is a financial planner, and she has a fascinating story. She went from homeless and her car got impounded, and she basically didn't love her marriage. She turned it all around. And now she is a millionaire, and she has a fantastic story to tell. And she also advises other women on how they can be financially free as well, which is exciting. I'm also going to be interviewing a women's empowerment coach, which is really cool. Oh, and the financial planner lady her name is Millen Livis. If you want to look her up, she's a wonderful, wonderful person. And then I'm also going to be interviewing Allison Cloud, who is a women's empowerment coach. And I'm really curious to see what she has to say. She has a really cool story too. One of the other people that I'm going to be interviewing is a woman named Pasha, and she does workshops for women called Healing with Humor, which I find really interesting. And she says it's an 8-week workshop. They end with a big production, a show they put on. This year, obviously, it will be virtually, but they usually do a live show and they record the whole thing, and it's very healing, very exciting work. Wow. So I don't know, I'm excited. Love, aren't you?
Yes. Very excited.
Very cool people on. So we are talking mind-body issues today as well. So Love, do you want to share what you just recently had done? Have you said anything to anyone yet?
Well, the reason why we weren't on last week, I was really not on all week, is I had major tooth surgery, had an infection in my baby tooth. I still have baby teeth, and they don't last as long as adult teeth, and I got an infection. So when you feel a toothache, go right away, because I waited and thinking that it was nothing, like I just chipped it or something, and it turned into a mess. And now I'm toothless for a little while until they.
It's funny you had that, because I'm doing a study on superconscious conversations with the mind-body connection for weight loss, and one of the study participants had major surgery, like they removed part of her upper jaw because she waited too long.
Don't wait, people. Don't wait. Just don't wait. Go right when it hurts.
Right away, right away. The other thing was that the mind-body message in that for her, and maybe for you too, I'm not sure, is your teeth, your bones, all of your bones are like your foundational beliefs. So when one gets infected, especially the symbology of a baby tooth, you know, it just means that there was something that you really, and it's on the right side, so it's something that you really had embraced as a child as being a fact, as being true, and that could relate to male relationships, but also work. So now those beliefs are shifting and changing. Now you're seeing yourself as different, you know, either in work or in relationships, and you want to be able to communicate that clearly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does actually.
So anytime you have some dental work done that, is removing a tooth, you're removing old belief systems that you no longer want to support with your verbiage. And so I find that interesting. And that was also true for this woman as well. She was going through a lot of changes, a lot of shifts and changes. So just be careful, that you continually, adapt your energy around your current belief system, and pay attention to your teeth right away.
Yes, I can protest to that.
Yeah.
Very much so.
So other things that often come up in the mind-body connection. I mean, do you have any questions about mind-body connection? Like, do you have any aches and pains now, love, that we should know about?
My broken knee still hurts.
And it's the left or the right one?
Left.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe you're not getting quite the amount of support, either financially or emotionally, in terms of the things you want to move forward with. You know what I mean? That
makes sense.
I mean, how's that drive going?
It's going okay. I need to make a video for it, and I need to make a video for the website. I was planning on doing it today, but I've been nonstop podcast after podcast today, and then I have my coaching call from 4 to 6 right after this. So I probably won't have time until later tonight to do that.
Let me ask you something, and I'm just, I think this is true for a lot of us at home as well. Do you find yourself overextending your efforts and energy right now, or how do you feel about what you're doing right now?
No, I don't. I think there's some things I could say no to.
Yeah.
But I desire to serve people. I mean, I think I definitely took a break last week, so I'm ready to go this week.
It's great to be in a place of service, but and you probably have experienced this as well. I mean, I went from volunteering for my son's school, their sports, the local library. I volunteered for everything, and then I was also trying to get my own business off the ground, and I just totally burnt out. Completely burned out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's something that you can do, maybe, like you said, to take something off your plate so you can, get a little time for you in there. That would be great.
Well, I'm doing a man cleanse, so that's one thing off my plate. No dating or hanging out with any of my guy friends for 30 days, at least 30 days I'm committing to. Okay.
All right. I mean, that can be hard if you really do enjoy companionship and don't want to be alone. And, I admire you. I think that's great.
It's not. Well, plus I'm in a football league where I watch football with all the guys on Sundays. I haven't gone for the last couple of weeks because I've been out of town, busy. So it's all good. And then somebody on our league was exposed to COVID, so that was good that I wasn't around.
I just recently had 2 incidents last week. My husband came home and he was like, the guy who installs kitchens for me has COVID. And then my son came home yesterday and he said, my school just told me that someone in my class has COVID. So luckily they both did rapid testing. They're both negative. My husband did the 3-day testing. He's negative in that as well. So hopefully, this will just kind of blow over eventually.
Papa.
We love that, Papa. Thank you. So also, like, if you catch COVID, usually kind of implies that there's something going on in terms of emotions of grief or fear in the lungs. Isn't that ironic? It's just so consistent. Hi.
Yeah, we lost one of our best friends on Saturday. Really sad. It's been an emotional week.
Oh, she passed.
I've never lost a best friend before.
Was the woman in the coma? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's horrible.
She has 3 children. I feel I've gotten my grief part over, and now I just feel sad for her husband and children. You know, she was the glue that held. I mean, they're just a great family. The whole family is so great.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's devastating when we see that, isn't it? It's so disturbing. And
Well, he goes in for surgery on Thursday, so let's put our prayers for him on Thursday.
God bless. Okay. Let's just say a quick prayer. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. What's his name?
Anthony.
Dear God, please send your healing grace into Anthony's life so he may be the father and the surviving of the couple that's taking care of those children. Those children are going to need support and love and care. So please bless him with your grace, your healing, all of healing energy, including Reiki, as well as any pranic healing that you can send into Anthony's life. Please send it into his life now and forever. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Yes, and the kids, they're so sweet. They're the sweetest family. They're the most positive, and they're just...
Are they close by you?
They're in Massachusetts now. Yeah. I wish they were closer. And
Yeah.
I don't know when they're going to do a service because, like I said, he's going in for surgery Thursday. So we'll see when that is. So do you want to do a reading for me today?
Whatever you
Papa?
want. Whatever you want.
You could do a reading for Papa.
So I don't know if he has any questions.
Papa, do you have any questions? Do you want a reading from Nicole today?
Do you have a question about your mind-body connection? What's going on in your life? Feel free to ask. Anyway, there are other things, like people have really bad backs.
My lower back and my best friend's back has been... Yes, please, he says.
Okay, so tell us what you want to know. So lower back issues usually relate to relationship problems. Your future, that's so big and broad, Papa. Can you narrow it down? Like future, what? Future career, relationships, my future health. Anyway, the second chakra is located in the pelvis, and that also affects the sacrum.
Will I be rich?
Let's see. And is Papa your real name? I'm just curious. Can you just tell us if it's your real name? Because that's going to be, I have to know the name.
He's probably typing.
Yeah. Sexy, lovely. Love. Adama. Aw.
His name
definitely in the love department. Yes. The wealth thing is coming along a little slower. There's some issues you're going to have to work out, some details you have to work out in terms of like logistics. Something's wrong with the logistics of what you're doing now. Like it has to, either COVID has to clear out. They're saying, no, it's not COVID. It's something logistically difficult to manage in your financial area. What the work you do. The Adama Kudogo Sowago. Oh,
what's his name?
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah. I'm still getting that there's some logistical issues about, money or what you do for money right now. You're going to have to clear out some of, make more of an effort to, I want to say, to go, to get there, to figure out how to do it online, make that connection.
Art. He does art.
Ah, okay. So are you able to get your artwork out there? Is there something holding you back from posting it somewhere?
What were you saying about lower back? Go back to that.
Sculpture. Okay, hold on a second. Sculpture and painting. So do you currently have a place that you're showing? I know I do shows periodically. I haven't done one in a while, but I know that sometimes logistically it can be really difficult. I am really famous. You have to put up your artwork. You have to post a picture of your artwork.
One of the best.
But you need a venue, right? You need somewhere to show. Papa, you have to create a website that you can showcase your artwork and that people can access, and then you have to list it here. You have to comment here where your website is, where we can see your artwork. We'd like to see your artwork, right?
Yes. So what were you saying about back aches? Because
so the lower lumbar through the sacrum represent relationships. But Papa, you will definitely fall in love. That's like a no-brainer. That's going to come very quickly. Not anymore. I need private collector. No. You can't pick and choose. You want to make $1 million a year? You get out there and you find your venue. You need to get your artwork out there. So the lower lumbar and the sacrum and the hips and the pelvis all hold relationships, right? So if like in the late teen years, early 20s, you didn't have a great example of what a good relationship is like, it's going to show up there. If you didn't have a lot of support from one parental figure or the other, it's going to show up there. If you had a horrific divorce, it's going to show up there. If you don't relate well to the opposite sex, it's going to show up there. So all those things have a lot to do with it's how we grow up through our bodies and how we make connections in relationships. Papa's on a roll here. Hold on a second.
you said yes.
Yay! Okay, good. Yes, good. Okay, perfect. So we will look you up. I hope so. Yes, we will look you up. Anyone out there who wants to know more about Papa's artwork, please look up. He has his website up here. And you have to keep posting. I think things feel a little flat and not really, there's no movement around it. That's why I say go to the sales, go post, go put things out there, connect with people, not just Love and I. So anyway, I work with a lot of people who have low back problems, and we do a lot of kind of physical therapy for the lower back, but at the same time, I'm asking them to review and reflect on their parental relationships, their current significant relationships, and how they can be better communicators with them, because the throat chakra works along with the second chakra in terms of creating stronger relationships. If you can't communicate what you need in relationships, okay, thanks, please. Yes, of course we will. Of course we will. And there will be people, Papa, that watch this even after we're done here. They will find you. Okay, so I'm going to also post that on my website as well. I mean the Facebook website. Anyway.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. Anyway, the interesting part about all of this is that it's a really like so many people have this problem that they don't even realize their own unhappiness is causing the lower back issues. And what they have to do is get in touch with that. And a lot of times I'll do something called truth talking with the body. And like this is the fast version, but you keep your hands up and you can place your hands on the part of the lower back that needs the most help. And then you breathe and you ask, do I need to communicate something here? And usually you do this in a light alpha state, like a light meditative state, and you'll get answers. You'll start to get answers. Or if you speak the truth out loud without your body having to respond, it can automatically heal that area and release the pain.
You said thanks.
I'm more creative than propaganda. Yeah, you got to do the propaganda. You got to do the marketing. You got to do the marketing thing. Thanks a lot, beautiful woman. Love from me. We love you, Papa. We're praying for you. We want you to win. We want you to win big with lots and lots of sales. Keep pushing that propaganda. I'm hearing Holy Spirit saying, Go to the people, go to the sales, put them online, get other artists to like your work, get other people to like your work. Even, when I have Millen on later this month, or let's see, Millen comes on, I think in a few weeks, the second week in November. Millen is a beautiful woman. She likes to invest in things like that, and her followers do. So keep in touch, okay? Okay, good. You're welcome. Anyway, so there's a lot of exercises you can do to strengthen the lower back. There's a lot of exercises you can do to, people don't know that the sacrum is flexible. It seems like it's one chunk, but it is actually flexible. And the more you're capable of flexing it so stretching it out a little bit, all those muscles around there, stretching it out a little bit, the stronger you're going to get, because then you also have to be capable of pulling those muscles back into position. So that combination of exercising and then stretching that area is going to really help relationships. I swear it does. And it also loosens you up physically for other things.
Yeah, and then when you work on the core too, it helps take hundreds of pounds off your back.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, it's all connected. The quadratus lumborum, the QR. Everyone refers to the QR when they're having lower back problems. The quadratus lumborum, the erector spinae, all the serratus anterior, all of those muscles, the obliques, they're all connected. So if you're spending a lot of time in improving core strength and stability, good. That's awesome. Do just as much strengthening for the lower lumbar and the sacrum area. A great way to do that, if you are a member of a gym, I love this one. If you are a member of a gym, there's a stand for your hips, and I forget the name of it now. It's totally eluding me. But then there's also a place for your ankles to tuck under, that bench. So
like,
you can
like a hang-up machine.
The what?
Oh, I used to have a hang-up where you hang upside down. I miss that thing so much.
Well,
I know what you're talking about at the gym. There's that thing where you can stretch your back and then go. You can even do like backward sit-ups.
Yes. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm not a big advocate of hanging off of that to do sit-ups. It's very, very strenuous unless you've been lifting weights for abs, deliberately lifting like a 25-pound weight doing crunches. I wouldn't advise doing that on that piece of equipment. But what you can do, which I also love, is if you do have your feet hooked up there and you're facing down, and your hips are supported by that second, I want to call it like a bumper. God, I wish I could remember the name.
And headstands too help.
Huh?
Inversions of any kind, headstands, all that.
It's not just about inversion. It's about flexing and contracting those muscles. A lot of people think they get pain just because they're so tight back there. That's only half the problem. Muscles get tight when they're weak. So we have to strengthen it as well as stretch. So if you're laying, your head is here and your feet are under control here and your hips are over that bumper, then you can lower the upper body and lift it and squeeze the glutes as you lift your upper body. You could do it that way, and you could do it reverse. You can hold on to the part that your heels or your feet would go under, and then lift the lower body up. Either way, you could do that on that piece of equipment, on a balance ball. If you anchor your arms on, like I put my hands underneath the sofa, I'll drape my hips over the balance ball, and I'll lift my legs out behind me. That's another way you could do it.
I love the ball.
I do
like just leaning back all the way, like curling my body back on it. It's so comfortable. Oh my gosh. Speaking of that, my lower back is kind of achy today.
It is kind of achy because you're taking a fast from men.
Yeah.
But that's okay. No, honestly, you're working things out. You know, you're trying to figure things out, what you want in relationships, what you're capable of giving, what you want to get in return, and have that support available at all times. So, you know, you're working things out, you're figuring it out, and it's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing. It helps you focus on intimacy with yourself and really doing projects that you don't get around to necessarily because you're out and about.
Well,
Not that I date a lot. I mean, it sounds like when I talk about it on these podcasts that I'm like man hungry or I'm out there dating so many people. No, there's really no one right now that haven't really had time. I think that I'm unavailable even right now. I'm behaving that way.
I think that's fine. That's beautiful. I don't think that's a bad thing. And I think, you know, a lot of us need to take a break from each other every once in a while. You know, I think
even husbands and wives.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll just periodically, I'll just disappear with my sister. Just go, you know, just get away from it.
It makes your husband miss you more, right?
Yeah. No, actually. He
What? He doesn't?
No.
What? Yes, he
No. He's so busy. He'll be like, I would literally go out dancing, like from, you know, 10 o'clock to like, you know, I'd get home at 1:32. I don't stay out too late. I just go, I dance my ass off, and I come home.
Nice.
And he would.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Where do you go dancing there? Do you have to go to New York City?
You know, I had the best. Oh my God, I had the best.
I love that excitement.
Well, I had the best conversation. So I used to, in another life, I went to FIT, the Fashion Institute of Technology, for college. And one of my friends from college just posted this phenomenal birthday card. One of our friends put together of all these old black and white pictures of us with like, you know, spiked hair and big hoop earrings and like wearing a vintage wear, you know, like little Chanel jackets with jeans and, you know, and skirts, like, you know, pencil skirts and things like that. And we were talking about all the clubs that we went to in Manhattan, because if you went like FIT is on 27th and 7th Avenue, and if you were walking on your way to a class or out of the building, there were always promoters standing on the sidewalk. And this is what Papa should be doing, standing on the sidewalk, handing out flyers of where to go next. And we get free tickets because we were the cool looking kids from the Fashion Institute. So we were talking about area club. There was a club that would pop up in a warehouse, and the theme would be jungle. And you would go and it would all be jungles, you know, like scene, and they'd have a landscape, and it was very ornate. And then like 3 months later, it would pop up again and be like the ocean is the theme. And these women would be swimming in tubes of water all around you, you know, and you're like, holy. But so we went to area club. Limelight was like almost across the street. Limelight, Le Bar Bat, Boy Bar. There's so many we went to. Oh my God.
Yeah, but where do you go now?
Yeah. Now it's kind of boring actually, because I just found out that there's a place here in Connecticut. I usually go back to New York, and it's a shame this place just closed. I feel so sorry. If any of you are from New York, and the Newburgh Waterfront, I used to go there. 50 Front Street was a cool little nightclub until they started having hookah bars outside, and then I was like, I couldn't breathe anymore, so I stopped going. That's like 3 or 4 years ago now, but I'm desperate. I also found out that someone I don't know if they're still doing it, probably not now, but they used to have a Sunday morning dance club, and I was like, I'll go, because you know, now your whole body clock has changed. You're not like 20 anymore. And I go to bed at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. So I would almost prefer to get up at 7, drive down to Brooklyn and dance from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. You know, like just.
They do that. Sometimes they have raves on the bridge, on the St. Pete Bridge in the morning. Like it's incredible, like sunrise thing. And speaking of all that, Halloween is coming up. I need to figure out what to be for Halloween. And one year I got away with one of the best costumes I've ever gotten away with. It was around when I started the magazine because I had a torn ligament in my ankle.
Yeah.
And I was in a cast, and my friend Richard picked up a wheelchair from Salvation Army, and we spiked my hair up in one straight gray ponytail and put like dots around like I had a lobotomy. And put a Grey Goose IV in me, and oh my gosh, no one recognized me. Not one person at the party knew it was me.
Wow.
I did not look like myself at all.
Wow.
I was in pajamas. I got to wear pajamas.
So cool.
It was so funny. It was so funny.
Every year, for the years that I've had Mind Body Mastery, I've dressed up, except last year. And it's so funny. Like, people are like, where's your costume? Where's your car? You know, like, so one year I was the Tin Woman. One year I was an angel. One year I was, oh my God, like Xena Warrior Princess, you know, like I had the
I love it. I love it.
You know, so
for my friends, I proposed that we do Dorothy and the Lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow, or like Alice in Wonderland, and do Alice. We could do the Good Princess and the Good Witch, or the Bad Witch, or we could do the Rabbit and the Caterpillar and the whatever. You know, there's so many characters in that.
So many.
That movie.
Oh my God, you
could. I proposed that, but I also propose that we do like Siamese twins and wear some big, large dress.
You know what I want to do? I want to do Wonder Woman.
Oh, I love Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman. I used to play Wonder Woman when I was a child, and I always thought I was the best because I was brunette and all my friends were blonde, and we would wear our bathing suits underneath our clothes, and I would wear a ponytail and fake glasses and spin around and throw my ponytail out and throw the glasses and take all my clothes off, and I would be Wonder Woman, and I would put foil around my wrist.
Yeah.
And I had used my jump rope, and we would tie my brother and his friends up with the lasso, the truth lasso. It was so fun.
Yeah, I want a truth lasso. Oh, you just gave me an idea. Oh. Okay.
Happy Halloween. Anybody out there listening, give us some ideas for some costumes.
Yeah, definitely.
I would rather just use some of my old clothes and make something up, you know?
You know what I think I'm going to do? Why don't we dress up for Thursday's show?
Okay. I have podcasts all day Thursday too, maybe. What am I going to dress? But you got to help me. What am I going to dress up as?
I don't know. I don't know. I love you as a Native American lady, but
Native American. I could do that. I think wear a feather in my head.
I mean, it's obvious you should be an angel, but I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I want those wings. I sent you that link. I want to get them.
Did you get them?
No, I asked my mom for them for my birthday, but she didn't. I don't even know where those are anymore. I wonder if they're on my page. I thought I saved the link.
I have wings from a couple of years ago, but you know, it's once you start dressing up for Halloween, it's like you can't wear the same thing within 10 years. You know what I mean? Like you gotta keep moving with a different look every year.
Yeah, right? Or, you know, it doesn't matter if you're going to different parties, you could always do that.
Well, I have a very small circle of friends that I would actually dress up and go to a party with. Like, I'm just doing this basically for me. And we are going to a friend's house on Halloween because we just know each other well. We know no one has COVID now, so we trust each other. That's basically what it amounts to. But even they've seen all my costumes. So I have to either figure something
out, baby. Spice it up, baby.
Maybe you should be.
Didn't I send you that link? I think it's gone.
What link?
for the angel wings.
Did you, what, that link?
For the angel wings. Didn't I send you that link? And I said I really would love to have these.
Yes.
I did.
Nature sex. So Papa's saying something natural, sexy, but respectful.
Well, apparently everyone at this party is going to be sexy / slutty. Not that I'm not.
We're just putting it out there up front. We're going to be sexy / slutty. You know what? That's going to be a part of my next promo clip for this podcast.
Oh, God. That's hilarious. Crazy town. Crazy town.
All right, my love. I think we should say goodbye. This has been a lot of fun.
Yes, always. And we'll see you next week.
And we'll see you next week with our, well, actually, we'll see you Thursday with our costumes on, right?
Yes.
And like I said, we'll be talking to, oh no, I didn't have anyone booked for this Thursday. You know what? I might ask the TEDx lady to come on Thursday. She might be available.
Oh, that would be awesome.
The TEDx trainer, she's been training TEDx speakers on honing their message and getting them on TEDx stages, like how to land a TEDx gig. So
I can't wait to talk to her with her because I would love to be on TEDx, and I used to have a big problem speaking in public. I wonder if I could do it now.
You could use, she's for hire. You could definitely use her. She will definitely help you. I mean, I want her to help me, but you know, she's available.
That's great. Well, I look forward to Thursday.
Same.
Thank you. Well, send me her information because all right, we'll talk when we.
All right, love. And for right now, if you wanted to check out Love Infinity on Positive Impact Life, see, I said it. You could just search Positive Impact Life and all of her sites will pop up. And on social media, is it also Positive Impact Life?
Yes.
And mine is at Nicole's MBM for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And my website is mindbodymastery.org if you're interested in checking out more of what I do. I am also one quick announcement. I am going to be offering a 5-day workshop for free. How to get your body fit, stay in a good mental place, and fulfill your soul. It's a newer workshop I'm going to do because I really feel like people just need it right now. They're struggling, and I want to create community, you know?
Yes, that's beautiful.
All right, my love, you look good. You look healed. It doesn't look bad at all. I'm happy that you're out of pain now.
Yeah, it still hurts. I have some numbing stuff on it, ma'am. I have some Bombay on it, and it numbs it, so it's good.
And if you run out of that, you know about clove oil, right?
Ooh, I don't have any right now. That's a good idea.
Clove oil is excellent for toothaches. I used to put it on the boys' gums all the time.
Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And
all right.
It smells good. I love clove.
We'll see you Thursday.
See you. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Bye.